to try and get Mutalisks out, and the Mutalisks accomplished nothing. Wow, that is gotta suck. That has really gotta suck. Um, Man, that's horrible for JiHyun getting eliminated. His Mutalisk hovering above the drones in the middle of evening the score. If those Mutalisks had been able to survive for a little bit longer, then they would have been able to basically tip the tide definitely in Samsung's favor. But things are still looking good for Samsung because Young is also out. Young does appear to have some forces on the ground still. Again, it's hard to tell with the. No, maybe not. No, it looks like TT. Those are all TT zealots. I'm sorry. I thought some of them might have been Young zealots. It looks like Hyun. Sorry, sorry. GaeMo, the teal Zerg here, trying to mount up some Zerglings. He's going to try and hold this off. So it does look like Young had one zealot over there. And now TT, I'm sorry, GaeMo trying to do a counterattack, trying to attack TT while he's attacking his own base, and trying to just basically kill TT before he can be killed himself. The Zerglings doing a good job holding things off. Also, Young's probes in there as well, and Young's probes doing a very good job of holding those zealots off as well. So TT is actually going to have to fall back. So if TT loses his base, then that will be absolutely horrible because then GaeMo will basically be the only one left with the base, and that will be game. And then Lecaf will take the match 3-0. Samsung really needs this, but it looks like he has been able to fight it off. After all, he's been able to fight off that attack, and he still has zealots out in the middle there. Man, it's so tough. I'm sorry, it's so tough to see whose zealots are whose. But it looks like, yeah, it looks like Young actually did have a couple zealots left because they're heading back down south now. So basically, if TT can hold off this next attack, I think he should be able to counterattack and finish the game off. But he's going to have to deal with a lot of incoming zealots and Zerglings and probes as well. Those probes are the wild cards because they're going to be able to break that line by targeting his minerals in the back. And he realized that he's not going to be able to hold that line, so he's falling back a little bit, trying to use his gateways to block, and he's in a lot of trouble here. TT is in a lot of trouble right now. He's going to lose a gateway to these Zerglings very easily. There's a lot of probes in the area as well. He just doesn't quite have enough output right now to deal with all this stuff. And it looks like he's going to lose a pylon too. Citadel going up there. It looks like he's going to try and tech up and take things with tech. And if he's able to get Archons or anything like that, then that will even things up definitely. Oh, and I think GaeMo made a big mistake right there, going for the main base. What he should have done is just stayed back and attacked those gateways. And now wow, that was horrible for GaeMo. He could have taken this game very easily if he'd just taken out those pylons and those gateways. But instead he went in, lost a lot of Zerglings to those cannons there, and wasn't focusing on the zealots or anything like that. Although, to be honest, there is a lot of zealots there, obviously, so it wouldn't have been so easy to pick off those gateways. What do I know anyway? But he's still going in with more Zerglings, and you can see now TT has produced a Corsair. He's going to be able to pick off GaeMo's Overlords now, and things looking... the member of Lecaf team looking very downtrodden there, because I think he realizes that the tide has tipped back in TT's favor, and he's probably going to be able to deal with this pretty easily. Yeah, just chasing down Young's last few zealots there, trying to get him out of his base. So things looking very good because basically GaeMo doesn't have anything to deal with that Corsair. Okay, now he does. Right as I was saying that, the Spore Colony finally comes in. But still, that Corsair is going to be able to do a lot of harassment and that sort of thing. So he's not going to be able to go air or anything like that, which is what would be good against Zealots and against, well, theoretically Templar or something like that. We'll see. He does have, let's see, he's got the Citadel up. He might just be going for speed lots. Since he has so many Zealots, it would make sense to give him speed upgrade. Oh, now the speed upgrade just kicked in, just as I was talking about it. The speed upgrade just kicked in, so now TT's going to go for a speed zealot attack, and I think GaeMo just saw that they were speed upgraded, but now his Zerglings are not quite fast enough to catch up. Well, I mean, they can catch up, but they're not going to be able to do a lot of damage here. Only one sunken, and several Zerglings are going to try and protect. A couple Zerglings coming in for the flank, but I don't think it's... Oh, and a scout, too! A scout! Yes! Nice! All he has to do is... If he can pick off that Spore Colony, that scout should be able to just run around and kill everything by itself, because GaeMo has no anti-air right now. That Spore Colony is going to go down, and it looks like he's just going to go in there with a scout and pick off all of GaeMo's drones with a scout. That is hilarious. And finally, GaeMo GG. Samsung still in this match. Samsung takes the 2 versus 2 game over Lecaf. They are now they brought the score of the matchup basically back to 2-1. So Samsung still has to win the next match in order to stay in this matchup, though. In order to bring it to an ace match to try and win the set. But well done by JiHyun and TT. Although it was mostly TT, since JiHyun just kind of uh, held out until he got eliminated eventually. So anyway, that was a great match. Looking forward to game 4. Take care, folks. Oh, let's see what they do. Oh, there's just a bow. I thought they were going to do a 2v2 ceremony. All right, later.